Hello again, it's the Great Southern Miniature Man here. I've got another review, an unboxing or thereabouts of the Skyclad Warriors of Germania by Warlord Games. This is one of the newish SPQR sets, which is really a sort of repurposing, repackaging of some older models, which were originally metal and now they're done in this soft plastic. Which is also significantly more expensive than the old ones, which I'll go into in a minute. But I picked up these at half price, which ended up at $2.50 each, or about $2 Australian per figure. But full price retail around $4, so significantly more than say the Victrix counterparts. At any rate, they're certainly nice figures. I'll just show you the box on the back, and you see some examples of some really beautifully painted versions of the models. So let's have a look what you get in the box. So there's 12 models. A little disappointingly, there's actually only 4 unique ones. So there's the 4, which I've primed and given a very light shading. They're all very nice. You've got this guy who, holding a spear, nice cloak, the back, good flowing hair and good serious moustache there. This guy nicely muscular, again really characterful face and head, and a nice little sort of tattered cloak at the back. What do we got? This guy just stark naked. He's quite a cool guy too, and certainly fairly easy to paint. Nice hairstyle on him. And then this guy, I've done his flesh again, a naked guy with a nice fur cloak. So they're all very nice fellas. They're just a little lacking in variety, and the fact they're all pre-formed means obviously you can't mix and match them or modify them without doing a bit of surgery on them. So if you're not averse to that, you can certainly get some interesting variants. They also come with these bases, which are quite good, and these vicious little metal spears, which you just got to be very wary of not poking your eye out or letting children anywhere near. Shields, they have a nice variety of different shields. You've got the square ones, the sort of coffin shaped ones, and then these wicker style, I guess, ones that I've already painted up there. So they're not bad. They've got only the 4 varieties at quite an expensive price. I'll just show you a few examples of what I've done with them. So this guy, I've done a bit of surgery, decapitated him, and added a Victrix head just for a bit of variety. So scale wise they work all right. Maybe the Victrix head's a little bit generous for him, but not too bad. Then we've got one I've done up kind of as a Gaul. In fact, he's from the Germania set, and I've given him a different shield and different right arm. So I've chopped his arm off as well, give him a new arm, but he comes up quite nicely, I think, as a Gaul, and certainly pleasant figures. A couple of other little comparisons. So here's the original kind of metal version from Warlord Games, and then there's the similar new plastic one. So certainly, obviously, the scale is the same, and they would go quite well together in a unit, I think. If you want a bit more variety, these guys obviously were fully clothed versus the naked and semi-naked Skyclad ones. There's something about the weight and just the presence of the metal ones which I just like a little bit more than these soft plastic ones. The other issue with the soft plastic is that when you're clearing off the little bits of mold lines, there's not a lot, but just little bits that need clearing off, it's a bit harder to do so with these soft ones than it is with, say, the hard Victrix, where you can easily scrape and sand them back. If you're interested in a scale comparison, so here's a Victrix German versus the Warlord or SPQR guy who I've actually made as a Gaul. But yeah, they're basically very compatible, almost identical scale wise, so they would certainly go together quite nicely in the same unit. It's another German Victrix German, yeah, just in comparison to the SPQR Skyclad German. So they work quite nicely together. I think they're very much compatible. Another example of a guy I've done out of this kit would be this one at the front on the left. I've changed his head. I think I just chopped off his head, top half of his head, and put on a Gaelic style helmet. Oh, that's right. And I also made some green stuff pants for his shorts for his lower body, and have that sort of Gaelic style sword from another set, scabbard, attached there, and obviously a different shield. So he's a bit kit bashed, but you know, you get the idea. Quite a nice and versatile figure. So all in all, I'd say sort of mixed feelings about the set. I think it's definitely overpriced. I think the fact you pay a significant amount of money and only get 4 variants, and you therefore have to do your own surgery and kit bashing to get any greater variety in your unit, is not very impressive. But the actual models themselves are really nice poses, nice sculpts. So I would say it depends a bit on what you're after, but for me they're certainly not good value for money at the full price. And that's it. So if you want to click subscribe, press the bell button, all that stuff, every time you do so it reduces child poverty and reduces slavery in Africa. So keep clicking. Thanks guys, see ya.